What is up, guys? Vince Vega here again with the fourth part of my transfer window roundup. Like I already said in my last video, I try to focus on German players in my next roundups, and in the last one Thomas Müller had all my attention. If you haven't seen it yet, please have a look at it and feel free to write something into the comment section. I wanted to do some evaluation on their current situation at the clubs and address some reported interest from United in players like Thomas Müller, and in this video I wanted to make Borussia Dortmund's Marco Reus the main topic because of the imminent departure of Ángel Di María to Paris Saint-Germain. There wasn't any reported interest in Marco Reus until now, but I think this could speed up after Louis van Gaal's comments yesterday that he's on the search for an elite player like Agüero, Hazard or Barca's so-called attacking trio MSN. He also ruled out a move for Cristiano Ronaldo, and there aren't too many elite players around who could be available this summer. So, who could come into the frame? What are the chances that Marco Reus could be this anonymous striker Louis van Gaal talked about? He said that the player he's after hasn't been named in the media yet, and the only players who haven't been linked with this summer and who could fit the bill are Antoine Griezmann from Atletico Madrid and Marco Reus from Borussia Dortmund. At the moment they aren't in the Galactico category, but they have the potential to become absolute world-class players without the shadow of a doubt. We've also been heavily linked with Barcelona's Pedro, and I think a deal for him could already be in place, but I don't think that he's that type of marquee signing Van Gaal talked about and Woodward would brand as an elite signing. No disrespect to Pedro, he's a wonderful player who could turn out as a very shrewd move from United, but Woodward wants to turn United into the #1 top football club in the world. The only world-class player I could imagine would be Gareth Bale, but I just can't see him leaving Madrid after just 2 seasons. So there aren't so-called elite players available, and that's why I think that Marco Reus and Antoine Griezmann would be the best possible options out there. They've got lightning pace, they both are creative players, and most of all they are always a threat in front of the goal. But now on to my fellow German Marco Reus. I just read on Twitter today that United could be ready to trigger his release clause. I can tell you that's absolute bullshit because of the new contract he signed back in February. He doesn't have a release clause anymore. It was also said that there's a new increased release clause, and I can assure you, no, there isn't. One of the main reasons he signed a new improved contract back then was that he had a release clause of 25 to 30 million euro. He didn't want to leave Dortmund on the cheap, and of course he signed on to earn more money, but mainly to prevent that Dortmund gets ripped off by Bayern or any other European top club again. I don't know if it could be possible to lure him away this summer, especially because he just signed his contract extension, but if we'd make a serious offer of around 50 to 60 million euro, I think that could really test Dortmund's resistance. Marco Reus is also the type of player who'd rather play abroad one day than playing for Bayern Munich. He rejected them when he left Borussia Mönchengladbach for Dortmund, and now back in February he rejected them again to extend his stay in Dortmund. Bayern would always deny that, but it's a fact that he rejected them more than once. Would he be a Louis van Gaal type of player? Absolutely. He's a very versatile attacking player who can play on both wings or through the middle. He had some setbacks in the last few months, or you could say over the last year. He missed the World Cup in Brazil and couldn't collect the winner medal. I think that was very hard for him from a personal point of view, and he had few injury problems over the last seasons. Those problems went that far that he was already labeled as injury prone and so on, but I think he could leave all these little problems behind and would flourish under the guidance of a manager like Louis van Gaal, and finally could become a world-class elite player. And he'd give us a whole new dimension up front, and I as a German would love it if there'd be more German players at United in the near future. Like I already said, I totally expect the Reus rumors to pick up some pace in the coming days and weeks, because the media will be licking their fingers who United could sign as replacement for Ángel Di María. Could I see him coming? Could I see Marco Reus coming? I think it's difficult, but yes, I could definitely see him coming to United. If we'd make a serious offer, I think Dortmund could be tempted, but it would take some huge money for them to accept it. Maybe Bastian Schweinsteiger, as fellow German, would also help a little bit in that process to lure him away. You never know, and we'll see what happens in the coming days. I think there'll be some serious movement from United before the start of the season in 12 days. So, this was my fourth part of my transfer window roundup. I'll make another video this week and talk about Barcelona's Pedro and why he could be the bargain signing of the summer. Feel free to leave some comments in the comment section below, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I hope you enjoyed it and you'll hear from me again. See you guys.